Hi guys, this is Mike. Just wanted to give you a quick overview of what to expect in the coming weeks. I had the opportunity to go to dinner the other night with a few venture champions. We had a great visit, and for those who couldn't make it, I thought it'd be really terrific just to give you a quick screencast on some of the things that you should be expecting for the rest of April. This week, we will match you with your ventures. Next week, we'll have the introductory call. That's where you get on the phone for 60 minutes, you get to know the ventures, and you start really identifying their needs, familiarizing yourself with them. And then after that, at the end of the month, you'll have your first weekly call. That's just you, the venture champion, and the venture leaders for about 30 to 60 minutes. And that's what you'll be doing each week, is getting to know the ventures, finding out what they need to execute, and keeping them accountable to do that. And then I think in early May, what we'll do is have a quick conference call with SparkSeed staff and all the venture champions just to debrief, make sure we're going in the right direction, and then keep moving forward. So you should be getting a couple emails, one from myself and one from Samantha, the venture support coordinator. And in each email, you'll get all the attachments that I'm going to show you now. But I thought I would talk through them. One, to really bring them alive, and two, we're all quite busy, and I thought instead of doing a conference call, I'd just do this screencast so you could watch it at your convenience. It's just 5 minutes, so it's really quick, and if you have any other questions, just go ahead and ask me. So you guys have seen this document that we have in front of us, the Venture Champion description. What I really wanted to reiterate are the most important aspects of the Venture Champion position, and I actually came across an incredible article that I think showed that we're really on the right path of what we're trying to do with this venture champion role. Gallup actually did a huge survey of leadership coaches, and they found the 3 keys to effective leadership coaching, and they're really the 3 keys to being a great venture champion. The first is understanding the business strategy. So on our calls, we'll spend a lot of time really just asking questions about the venture. The second is know the leader's strengths and weaknesses. So pretty similar to point number 1, it's about familiarizing yourself with the entrepreneurs and getting to know what they're good at, where they can improve, and really helping them with that. And the third thing is challenging every assumption. A lot of that will go into challenging the business model, but I think just the larger idea of challenging these young entrepreneurs is so key. And as this document, which we'll email out to you, really proves, the most effective coaches are not the ones that are building people's egos, but are really focusing on results, keeping people accountable, and pushing them to be great. And so that's really what the Venture Champion role is all about. I hope you saw that in the Venture Champion description document. And like I said, I'll send out this Gallup poll. Let me just talk quickly about what the next 2 calls will look like. As I said, Samantha will follow up with you, and she'll schedule the introductory call. This is your opportunity to fulfill 3 intentions. The first is really to familiarize yourself with the venture and the venture's leader. The second is to set clear expectations of what your relationship will look like. And the third is to identify the needs of the venture. So I'd like to just kind of go through these 3 very quickly. And again, this is a call. It will take place next week. And what you should expect is first just spend about the first third of the call getting acquainted, telling the venture about yourself, both personal and professional, just building rapport, learning about the venture leaders, or as we call them here, our social innovators, their personal background, what they're studying at school, all of that fun stuff, and also the founding story of the venture. And then go ahead and take time to ask as many questions as you would like about the venture. That's an ongoing process, but really getting started and asking questions, 1, for you to understand, and 2, to really challenge their assumptions. The second part of the call is to set expectations. And you can read through these bullet points, but really it's about laying down what is your communication style like and what is theirs. Do you want them to text you? Do you want them to Skype you? Is it okay for them to call you directly, or should they send emails? Let's just get all of that on the table. And then identify needs. They're going to come to the meeting with all of these questions answered, and you're going to go through them to really start to understand it. And lastly, you'll schedule your next call. And the first Venture Champion call, I'll send this out to you, but again, it's continuing the conversation. You have a discussion on milestones, assumptions, and tasks. More to follow. Thanks, guys.